Welcome to Pimp My Ride. I'm able to get to this. That works, so I was like,
yay! Everything's working.
whoa!
Hopefully it matches.
We're gonna take the hacksaw and we are gonna be cutting 3 threaded rods. I think they're 3/8 thickness. All those right there. We'll be cutting them and then replacing them, but it's gonna be a little tricky. We gotta go down under all that right there. Look, it's a little tiny bunny. He's just eating a blade of grass while we work. Hey. I'm gonna just start cutting it and go from there. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, but I know this is gonna be a nice little project. We made it through the first rod. Yeah. And then undo that. And there we go. There's the first one. 2 more to go. There it goes, man. I got a 13mm socket wrench, and let's unscrew this bad boy. Surprisingly, it's kind of loose. Thank goodness. Yeah, this part's always going to be kind of tricky because after you cut it, sometimes it messes up the thread. But if you just unscrew it, you kind of straighten those threads out. It came out a lot better than I thought. So I figured something out. This threaded rod is actually threaded into the frame. I've got to unscrew this entire thing out. I think there's about like 3 to 4 inches that goes up into the frame. Luckily, it's coming out smoothly. Yeah, there's no way that I would have done this before cutting, since those rods were bent out of shape. There we go. I got all 3 sawed off. There's 1, there's a 2. That one's gonna be a little bit difficult to actually get out. I've been trying to work at it, but I might have to work at it more. And then there's a 3rd one right there. After cutting all 3, I actually kind of pulled it down a little bit, so I'm able to get to this, since I pulled it down away from the frame right here. But I'll have to replace perhaps this and obviously the piping here, which is going to be a quick fix. And then I'll replace the threaded rods here. So the next part is taking these needle nose pliers, and what I'm doing, I'm just kind of wrapping it and just kind of see if I could break the sealant on there just by twisting it. And it is spinning. Well, there we go. So I feel like this is going to be a nice easy connection. There it is. I'll have to go to the hardware store and replace a connecting point for these 2. We got the piece pretty much just going to be something like that, and then stretching this over to here. There's a couple washers. Let's see what fits. I think we'll go with this one. I'm gonna put this on and that on, and then connect that, slide that up.
Our to-do list just keeps growing. We mark things off, we add things, and that's what I'm about to do. We got the toilet installed and working. The AC bearing, we think it's working, but not quite sure. The side panels are done. Justin painted the ladder. Still working on water and plumbing. I'll just group the gray water tank with plumbing. But we're almost done. Another thing that's not on here is painting interior, some touch-ups. Like the hole where the computer monitor was ripped out of the wall. We just wanted a small sample size. They didn't have gloss, which is what this is, but we got the glossiest they had, which is satin enamel.
So the trick is to bring this nut where you're going to be cutting it, so like just right at the edge, and then what it does, it basically just saves your threads, so when you do cut it you're not ruining it. But I think I'm gonna have to test my luck because this is not budging at all. You can see that I kind of already scratched it up a little bit just by trying to grasp onto it with another tool and twisting it, adding WD-40 for a lubricant, and it's still pretty tight. It's like one down, one to go. So I just gotta thread it up into the van now. What I ended up doing was taking off the plumbing to thread the rod up into the frame here. And then when I did that, I had to actually bend the frame a little bit in order for the rod to fit down there. And then once I was able to screw it on and everything, I was able to put the plumbing back on and screw it. But it's real tight fitting because this is where you screw it down, the plumbing, but it is right there up against the rod. So that was a bit tricky. After many trips to the hardware store, I think I am finally finished with repairing the gray water tank. Since this hole of the frame didn't match up the hole here, without pushing the mechanism here forward, we decided just to grab a bungee cord, bring this over here, and then there's a couple openings here, and just gotta slap it through. That way it's just a little bit more secure. Since there's just that one rod down there, I wanted to at least have something. I mean, it is pretty supported with the framing and also the other rods that are on either side. It should be pretty good.
Okay, you can turn it off. Let's test out the outdoor shower.
We'll have to disconnect the hose first.
Yes. Okay. Oh wait, we need to turn the pump on.
Yeah.
Working, but it needs a new shower head because it's coming out the sides.
Be an easy fix.
At least we know that's working, like this system. And we'll test inside to the shower.
Looks like dribbling.
Okay, well, it's doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay.
Okay.
Like half of it.
Well, it doesn't do the whole thing.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just enough for a shower.
There we go.
Oh.
Look at that.
Okay. Like, kind of working.
Yeah.
But it's coming out at least. That's good. Well, let's try this one then. Anything under here too.
Yep.
Look at that.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's hot weather, so it's not coming out. It's kind of whichever you prefer.
Yeah, no leaks.
Leaks. Yay!
Oh boy.
Everything's working. Good job, team.
Good job, Bubby. Good job, guys. Now, what we gotta do? Just pretty much give it a wash.
Caulk this.
Yeah.
And finish cleaning in here, which is not much. Wash the outside and then do some touch-up painting outside. So we need to get that touch-up paint at O'Reilly's. And then after we paint it, let it dry, then wash it. And then we have the stuff to make the black plastic more black.
Yeah. Currently it's faded because of the sun, but that application just kind of oils it up. When Valerie and I tested the gray water tank, we realized that part of the plumbing is leaking, which is underneath here, and it's right under the kitchen sink. Let's go under. It's this right here. That's all of it. There's a couple cracks in this accordion pipe right here, and that's causing the leaking. And also, I believe that there's a leak happening here. It looks like that because I got to it. It looks all chewed up. It was covered in some kind of adhesive that dried up, and it's brittle now. So I've been taking a flathead Phillips screwdriver and just kind of working my way in, and discovering that it's probably not going to do a whole lot with me doing that. I think I'm just going to take the hacksaw right here and just cut into it, and then that way I could kind of see what's going on in here, because this is threaded. Like, you can actually, you know, on the other pieces you can just tighten it or loosen it, but I think this is a permanent fixture, so this does not budge in any way. So I think I need to, this moves. Yeah, see, that moves, you know, very small amount, but it does. So I think I'm gonna cut right here just so I can see what's in here, and then probably discard the rest of this and maybe figure out a better solution. Grab the handy dandy hacksaw. Yep, there's the water. Now I can see what's going on. It looks pretty clean in there. That's not bad. That's pretty good. But I need to get rid of all this. What I figured out, it just screws up into it. That's why that wasn't moving at all. Ugh. Not too shabby. Actually looks pretty clean in there. And then it's this. I don't think it's gonna be like another screw on. Nope. We'll have to do some cleaning here. So now that we got that cut to size, it's a little bit under 3 inches after cutting it. So next step is to thread it onto the existing piping. There we go. So the next thing is, it's not permanent yet. We're just going to be taking that purple glue and we're going to be sealing it on here once we get that purple glue, and then we'll just take these clamps and just tighten them down here, and then there's another existing one here. We'll also put some threading tape up here so it's a nice good clean seal, but for right now it's pretty good. Not too shabby.
Now it's time to wash the van. Hey.
Hey. Welcome to Pimp My Ride with Valerie DiGiovanni. Where do you want to start, bro?
Probably these little places, just freezing duplicolor vehicle manufacturer approved Ford permanent performance white. Hopefully it matches. Called Scratch All in One Fix. I'm gonna use the paintbrush part. Fix those little cracks.
Got a plastic restore ultimate black. Pretty much gonna darken all this faded out black plastic. Just put a little dab. Just kind of tap. Ooh, you can already tell. Wow, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
So, holy smokes, that looks brand new.
Looks great already.
No.
Wow, it looks so good
It does.
already.
Yeah. It looks brand new.
Yep.
Just finished this area and I'm about to jump on that. Because it's like, you wouldn't, when I apply the application, all these like little spots and streaks, they all tend to disappear.
That's great.
Yeah.
So happy about that.
Me too. I'll make it pop.
Yes.
Take it to car shows. What?
Hey,
Yeah, baby.
what you doing?
I'm just looking at composition and angles with the camera,
Oh.
seeing what looks good.
Oh, guess what? We're done with the van. Finally. All I have to do is clean it.
Yeah, finally. Holy smokes! But right now there's a lot of pollen that's built up on the counters.
Yeah, the pollen is our enemy right now. It's like a film of yellow dust.
Yeah, it's better too though. So, it's horrible. So after many trips to their, oh gosh, after giving it force, oh gosh.